Hey guys, so today I am reading the New King James Bible version, and I am on Exodus chapter 4. I've already read the chapter, so I'm just going to tell you what I underlined in the chapter and what I got from it. So basically, chapter 4 of Exodus is just talking about how God is still calling out to Moses. Well, God actually started calling out to Moses in like chapter 2 or 3. But Moses is very skeptical, which like most of us are, honestly, when God calls out to us to do what we need to do, which is understandable because we will be scared sometimes and we will be like, well, God, how are they not going to judge me for doing what you want to do? Because I believe in chapter 4, he says, but Moses said to God, who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and that I should bring the children of Israel out of Egypt? And that really is Moses questioning God. Like, we all question God because we're human and God knows that we will question him. And he goes on to say that I will certainly be with you, and this shall be a sign to you that I have sent to you when you have brought the people of Egypt. You shall serve God on this mountain. And that's very significant because God will always be with us even when he calls us to do stuff. And even when he doesn't call you to do what you want to do, he's still going to stand there with you and be there trying to light that right path for you. But anyways, besides the point, I read chapter 4 of Exodus, and like Moses is still questioning God, and it's like, well, I can't speak well, and it's like, what do I do if they question me and stuff like that? And it's like, we're all going to go through that because Moses answers and said, but suppose they will not believe me or listen to my voice. Suppose they say the Lord has not appeared to you. He's worried that they're going to think he's lying, which we're all going to be worried that people are going to think we're lying, which is okay because the Lord will say to you, he will give you signs. Like, if you just pray and you listen to him, he will be there to guide you. And honestly, it's so very important to pray because at the end of chapter 4, it goes on to say, and when they heard that the Lord had visited the children of Israel and that he had looked on their affliction, then they bowed their heads and worshiped. Which is okay because you need to worship God when things go your way, but you also need to worship God when things are not going your way because God is still putting you through something that you need to go through. Like, with my situation, I was going through a very bad time. Like, I was going to work to an empty office, I was coming home to an empty house, which made me very lonely, which is okay because that made me work on myself because I had to realize that I needed to be there for myself and I can't rely on other people to do what I need to do, which I needed to connect with God more, which is okay because I've been reading my Bible, I've been praying. I highly recommend that you get a prayer journal because I absolutely love my prayer journal. I love to reread my prayers and everything, which even when I don't have my journal with me, I still write my prayers in my phone, like either text it to myself or I put it in my notes, which is absolutely a wonderful idea because I want to deepen my connection with God and deepen my faith every single day, all the time. Like, I want people to look at me and just be like, wow, God is really working on her and is with her. So that's what I got out of Exodus chapter 4, was just to go back and in Exodus chapter 1, I underlined, but the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. Which means that even when God is putting you through a hard time, he's doing it for a reason. He's doing it to make you grow. Like, you will multiply and you will grow. Like, your blessings are coming. Like, they're there. As soon as you feel like giving up and just stopping your journey, he is there. He's pushing you. He is about to open that door for you. Even if he is not opening the door for you, you need to worship him in the hallway until that door opens for you, because he is going to open it for you. The timing just might not be right now, but God's time is always perfect. So, just leave comments, questions. Um, yeah, and you can leave suggestions. I'm always welcome to suggestions. And tomorrow we will be in chapter 5. I might read it online, or I might not because I get conscious of reading things out loud. Well, I read my Bible out loud to myself, which, by the way, you should read your Bible out loud because that's how you worship. You have to hear the word, you have to read the word, you have to take in the word, you have to pray about the word. You need to get the word in you as much as possible. So, yeah. Bye, y'all.